This might come as a surprise to some of you all, but XTOOL has refreshed some of their products, and they have refreshed the D7, which is now the upgraded version is the D7S. Now, the first thing I want to say, this is a real upgrade beyond a D7. And so right now I'm gonna pop up on the screen, what is the difference between them? And as you can see, they both do full system diagnostics. They both got the same spectral functions, bidirectional control, ECU coding. But now that the D7S also supports DOIP, and I think that stands for Diagnostic Over Internet Protocol. It has more internal memory. The battery is bigger. It also has a built-in camera, and it works with the XV100, which I actually have one of these here. So let me put that down here as well. And sort of this is going to be a double overview of both of these products. Getting back to the difference, this also because of the XTOOL's fantastic key programming capabilities. This unit here works with the KC100 and their other key programming modules. So for example, things like Mercedes-Benz keys and things like that, you can use this unit right here, and you still get the standard 3-year update. And on top of that, that's not mentioned on this list, is that it actually has an upgraded version of Android. This is Android 10, so in theory it should be a bit faster. The old D7, I think, is based on Android 5 or 5.5 or something like that. You can go check that out for yourself. So let's go ahead and do a very quick unboxing here. And then once we get it unboxed, we will update it and we will go out to the car and take a look at it. So let me see here. Oh, this here. Pulling the wrong tabs here. All right, there we go. Standard blow molded case that XTOOL is known for, which again, pretty awesome. XTOOL. Let's go ahead and open it up. Metal flaps, metal hinges, or whatever you want to call it. Open that up. Now, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. There we go. A little paperwork here. Let's set that off to the side. Let's go ahead and open the unit up. The unit got a little better padding around it. Now they add an extra piece of padding to this side here, which is pretty cool. Add that piece there. Let's go ahead and open the unit up. All righty. I got it. This thing feels pretty hefty. I mean, not only that, they actually upgraded the form factor as well. Like, this looks a bit different here than the regular D7. I guess they wanted to make sure you could tell them apart. There's the camera on the back. Oh, I don't know if the D7 has this, but this even has a kickstand to it as well. So this is really a serious upgrade here. And when you get all the same standard stuff you get here, like USB cable, charging brick, and US 6. I'm not USB. I was going to say the 16 port cord here. So with that said, let me go ahead. I'm gonna just see if I can turn it on real quick. Let's see, just see what the first screen looks like. Yep, it's coming on. And once we get this fired up, I'm gonna update it, and I'm gonna take it out to the, one of my vehicles. I'm gonna just do some overview stuff, check some things out, and then I'm gonna actually use the XV100 scope with the unit as well. Okay, they got a new splash screen up here that I can tell. Anyway, we will go ahead and update this off camera, get everything set up, and then we'll go jump into the vehicle. All right, guys, so we're here with the D7S inside of my 2021 Honda CR-V. And basically, I just want to let you know that the intro screen has been upgraded to have a little bit more user-friendly functionality to it, being that the biggest buttons are what you likely would use most of the time, which would be diagnosis, special function, and reports. You got updates right here at one click, and inside of the more menu is where you can see you have VCI management, which I'm not sure, maybe there's a wireless unit that can go, wireless VCI that can go to this unit, and also the endoscope, which we're going to be testing a separate video because I want to use it in the car, in the house, and outside around my house, so I can show you just the power of having an endoscope at your fingertips. So now if we go back here, we're just going to go over the basic diagnosis. We're going to go through the special function menu, and I'm going to actually demonstrate a power balance special function. All right, so we go to diagnosis. This is pretty standard here. So just go ahead and you can pick the car and do it that way, depending on Europe, America, Asia, China, or you can just go to the little blue VIN button and just hit auto scan and let it auto ID the vehicle. Now what we're trying to do here is just demonstrate the speed of this and how well does it perform. All right, this is a 16-pin connector, and this is US. And we're just going to say automatic system scan. All system scan. Just says hot system scan. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe hot system scan. We're going to explore, see what that is, because I've never seen that. Let's do all system scans first. All right, seems to be going pretty fast so far. Fast. It seems faster than well, I have never used a D7, but I have a D8, and this seemed, so far, well, I have to see though, because it kind of, okay, so number 11 out of 47. We'll see what that means here in a minute. Oh, I think I see. If it is detecting that the module's not here, it's just skipping over it. So that's good, that the module. And that's something I don't think that's in my D8. That where you see how at the bottom, if it's not equipped, it's just not going to show it up in the list. That's why this number here, 25 out of 47, does not match like number 9 over here, for example. Because again, if it does not detect the module, it's not even going to put it in the list. And sometimes if there's no module, the car it'll say okay or diagnosis complete, and it'll be on the list. This tool here seems to have an upgraded version of the software to where it only displays what's equipped. All right, that was pretty fast, I gotta say. I like the speed of that, and it did not take long to discern if the module was equipped or not. Sometimes scan tools take a while to, relatively speaking, to determine if the module is equipped or not. That was pretty fast. I'm impressed with that. Of course, we don't have any DTCs. We'll just look at the. Let's see. Let's go up here to diagnosis here. Maybe it's still doing something here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let me go back here. It has stalled for a second. All right, let's say read trouble code. Of course, there's no trouble code. Let's just back out of here. We'll take a look at a few other things in a minute. I'm just curious about this hot system scan. We're going to say yes. All right, hot system scan. Let's see what this is. Okay, so it's only doing 2 out of. It's only doing 10 modules. So it's looked like it's got 10 modules that it's going to check for. That's what it looks like. It's just going to do more of the most common. That's what, again, that's my words. I'm not saying that's what XTOOL is saying. That this is what it seems like it does. Okay, that was quick. 7 out of the 10 that they scan exist. So, and probably most of the time you have an issue with a car, it's going to be in one of these modules. And so there you have it. That was pretty awesome. That's what the hot system scan means, that they're only checking a set, a predetermined set of modules. In this case, for this 2021 Honda CR-V, it was 10 modules. And therefore, that out of that 10 of that hot system scan, this car had 7 of that predetermined amount. I thought that's pretty cool. All right, so let's go back and let's take a look here. Let's do Let me cut the car and just look at some live data to see what kind of capabilities it got there. All right, we're gonna go to system selection. Let's just go to the engine. Again, my favorite things to look at, since it's plain and simple, is oxygen sensors and fuel trims, because, well, they tell a lot. Okay, let's go to live data. We'll come back and see what's on the actuation test list and the special functions. All right, so we can select up to 8, I think 8 of these to put them on a graph. So let's see. Let's scroll down here, see what we got. We could search, but it's 201. Ooh, this is a lot. Let's do search. Let's do oxygen. Let's see what the air. Let's hit. Okay, oxygen sensor. Okay, let's just do that. Yeah, let's just do that right there. See what we got here. I also want to see, oh, hit the wrong button there. What I'm trying to do is just get the oxygen sensors. I guess I'm gonna scroll through, get the oxygen sensors and the, okay, this one, let's just do that. And I'm just trying to get, let's see, because it's 201 data pairs. This is a lot. I'm trying to get, let's do, I'm looking for, where is the fuel? Let's just type in fuel. Let's do that. Because, wow, that's a lot of data PIDs. So it may not be in here. Maybe it's under the, oh, let's go out of here. Let's go out of here for a second. Let's go back to the fuel system and see. See, this is why I love getting a new scan tool. You gotta learn everything about it. Okay, body, power steering. And I could have missed it actually. Let me go back in there, because maybe they call it something different in this car. Because again, like I said, I've never really worked on a Honda, and again, this is a 2021. I've never had to do anything to it, so I don't know much about, let's type in trim again. Okay, yeah, here we go. All right, let's just pick, all right, so I'm gonna just pick everything that says oxygen sense. I'm gonna just pick all of that. Okay, that was 2, 5, 6, 7, and let's do, I guess, fuel cut, whatever that is. Let's see. All right, and then hit custom. All right, so now this is just a custom list I just built. So when you want to look at it, you could hit graph, and what will happen is that you can see all. I picked 7, 2. 4, 6, 7. But anyway, that's pretty. I mean, the graphs are pretty straightforward. I mean, that's pretty cool. I like these graphs because they're nice and clean. Even though, you know what I'm saying, this is a 7-inch screen, if this fits well, you can clearly see, for example, this is the short-term fuel trim. This is the where's the long-term fuel trim at? Or fuel cut. I don't understand this right. This is the AF feedback short-term fuel trim. Again, I have to learn this about my car. Because again, I've not had this research in anything in this car. So here I'm just trying to demonstrate the graphs. And from what I can tell, I mean, you could easily, you know, see something if it was obviously wrong with these graphs. I mean, because they definitely got good resolution and contrast to the back of the screen on them. All right, so let's back out of here. Let's see what's on the actuation test here. So much things you can do here. Look at all of this here. Okay, so the actuation test. Let's see what's in special functions in this menu. Right VIN, ECM, PCM replace, crank pattern, throttle learning, readiness codes, all sorts of resets. So there's lots of things. This tool is very capable. All right. So next, let's take a look at the special functions list, and then I'm gonna demonstrate the power balance. And I actually made another video on some calculations with the power balance. So if you want to check that video out, I'm gonna pop it up on the screen, but I'm also put the link to it in the description below. And it'll also be in the pinned comment. So we go to special function. We're gonna count the number first. First of all, it has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36 special functions in this unit. As you can see, and that's one of the things that this special about, I think, XTOOL is that they have for the package deal that they have is very good. And so far I'm pretty pleased with the speed of this unit. It definitely seems to be a bit faster than my D8. And D8 was built on the Android 5, which is, again, like I said, I think the D8 and the D7 is similar in a lot of ways internally. So I'm just using that comparison here. So this definitely seems to be a bit faster. All right, so do power balance here. We're gonna go to GM, and what the power balance is gonna do is that I think you can knock out a cylinder or an injector to see, does it change any distribution of power. So for example, if you knock an injector or cylinder out and there's no rumble, for example, in the car, like that means that it wasn't contributing anyway. That means that's a targeted component. You need to go under the hood and check. But say if you do hit the power balance and you actually feel the engine, the engine die down a little bit, that means that injector or cylinder was making a contribution. So it's likely not the issue. All right, so 2021. Oh man, I went to GM. Never mind. I tell you, I'm so used to working on my own cars. I don't even know. Can you do? I guess you can't do a power balance on this car. I wonder, is it built into? Maybe it's only certain cars you can do that on. But let me go back into, maybe it's on the special functions in this car here. Let's try that again. See, this is a good thing. See, I'm a DIYer, and this is how you learn. So to me, this is pretty awesome to kind of learn that we're under the special functions. There's not a power balance, but maybe there is some way to do a power balance. Now, if you can't do a power balance through the scan tool, you would have to do it manually, which would mean one way you could do it, at least with the fuel injectors, might be some of these. You can just unplug one fuel injector at a time, cut the car on and off, and see. Or while the car's running, just unplug fuel injectors. And as far as knocking cylinders out, I'm not entirely sure. You probably have to do like compression tests and things like that. All right, so let's just go under USA. Let's say system scan. This probably would be engine. And let's go to actuation test and see what we got. Actuation test. Fuel pump on, fuel pump. Oh, stop all injectors. Okay. Stop one injector. Okay, here we go. So there we have it. It's not necessarily laid out the way that I think that the GM is laid out, but one injector is manually stopped its function. Would you like to continue? Hit yes. Depress the brake pedal and be in park. Let me hit the brake. All right, so don't forget, I did make a video on this, as I stated earlier, about power balance. Maybe if you did one injector, this might give you some data that you can do some calculations from. So anyway, let's just go ahead and go forward with this. Warm it up, exit condition, cool it, temperatures. So it's given all this here. Keep engine between 2,500 and 3,500 RPMs. Okay, let's rev it up. Okay. Oh, so I gotta wait till the coolant temperature get up. Okay, so the engine coolant temperature got to be up. I'm sitting here idling. The car hasn't been driven today, so I may not be able to perform this test. Let's see.
All right, so all right, it looks like the engine, the temperature, the engine coolant temperature 80 degrees. So this will work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to make a separate video for this because I don't have time to wait for this here to get up to 176, 100 and hold up. No, it's actually close, never mind. It's 78 degrees, 178.8 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's got to get up to 186. So let's just wait a minute here. I'm gonna give this a few minutes and I'll just speed this up in the video. All right, so I'm back. I just took it for a drive real quick. Let me see what we have now because it took a long time to get it up to temperature here. Hold up, you do not have the brake pedal. You do not have the throttle pedal pressed. Oh, number of okay, so we're good now. Injector number 1. So we go ahead and hit this. Oh yeah, see? Injector number 1 is not active. Oh, you definitely can tell a difference in the car. I mean, you can feel it without a doubt. Okay. It's just inactive. Okay, so if you really need this. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to get it back on. But I guess if you just turn the car off. Oh, let's turn it off and turn it back on. Fair to communicate. I'm gonna see. Yeah, everything is good. I said this is just my inexperience. It's not the tool. It's just me. So I'm gonna try injector number 4 and see what happens. Oh yeah. Vehicle pulse speed. Yeah, you definitely can fit. So in other words, you don't have calculations here with this, but you can definitely tell if the injectors contribute or not. It would be nice that when you've done this, you could like see RPM. So I guess if you look up here, the RPM, like the check engine light is flashing. You see it right here? I don't know if you can see that down in the corner right over here, but the check engine light is flashing. Let's see, how can I get out of here? I don't know how to stop it. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, when you back out, yeah. Wait a minute. Let me turn it. I guess you got to turn the car on and off. Yeah, turn on the ignitions. Oh yeah, I see now how to turn it on and off. When you go in and you turn it on, then you back out, it'll just tell you to turn the ignition off and on, yeah. So let's do that one more time so you can see. Okay. See, right now it's probably not reading the exact 168.6. So I think that's that's a 1 Fahrenheit degree difference. So anyway, the temperature is fluctuating a little bit now. So I'm gonna just go ahead and because again, it's in the garage. It's not hot here right now. So anyway, y'all see that the that one injector stop will work. So there you have it. So with that said, under special functions, let's see what we got here. You got all sorts of things here as well. I will go into some of this stuff in detail in another video. But anyway, this here is a quick overview of the D7S. And what I can tell you is that it is definitely faster than the previous generations of D-level X tools, scan tools, meaning my D8 does not seem as fast as this unit to me. So with that said, You guys, if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, put them down in the description. I got a link to this in the description if you want to help the channel out. So that said, you guys take care, and I will see you in the next one.